Hi everybody. I didn't want to leave you guys, maybe it's the first time you've had your orchids out on your patio and you're worried because it's extremely hot. Well, in Salmon Arm we are having extremely hot. And we have before, and this is the third or fourth year I've done this, so I just wanted to make sure that everybody understands what's happening. So every morning when it's hot, and I got a thermometer here, it is 94 degrees. We're supposed to, by Thursday, we'll be over 100. So yes, it gets hot here in Salmon Arm. And we're sitting on the other patio, which is nice and cool, and I'm working on a kind of a very surprising project that I'll show you at another time. And I just wanted to show you what I do in the morning, and sometimes in the later morning, but every morning when it's hot like this, I water them every day because it is hot. But how much I'm watering them is the thing. And I want to show you, I'll stand up here. Now, let's see. What I'm doing, if I can get this in here, is a dribble. I've just run a dribble over the top and a dribble over the top, and that is it. They're still getting watered on Sundays, sometimes Saturdays, but Sundays, and then if I do it again in midweek where they get a thorough rushing of water through them. And if it's hot like this, I will take them to the sink. If not, I'll just hold them over a large bucket of water and just dump this whole container over them till it drains through, and then put them back in where they're going. So what's happening out here is they do stay out here. They're on the east side, but this is all glassed in, so there's sun. But this is under shade all day because I have the shade over the top. I put a little curtain on the side. It's in shade, but it is hot, and the humidity is oh, there we are. Humidity is actually about 37. So in the afternoon I'll come out and spray. I have these going. They seem happy. So what's happening? For those of you who have been watching, I did break a leaf when I repotted this off of the little keiki. And one came, it was a little bumpy because I think it got damaged too, but a new leaf is growing and everything looks fine. The only thing, the roots are getting misted every morning when I'm home. I'll come out and mist them. And all of the orchids are getting new leaves. So we'll go in here and show you. So there's a new leaf coming on this one. All of them are at varying stages of getting new leaves. The roots, they're fine. So that's what's happening. They're getting a good water twice a week, and every morning they're getting a dribble right now because I am in full bark. There's the other thing. I am in full bark, so what I water runs right through immediately. So then all that's left is the humidity from that. So that humidity is staying there most of the day. So I'll put this one back in where it goes. Kind of hides in the back there. And I'll show you one other one. Oh, this is my, there we go. This is the big purple phal I had. I put it in a purple pot. The roots were so big I needed a big pot. So because it's big, it will hold the humidity a lot longer. And it is getting a dribble every day, and as you see, there is a new leaf coming. The leaves they're a nice color green, but they have a bit of a reddish tinge because when they're in the house, they are in the window all winter. the west window, and they get a lot of light, and it sort of gives them a bit of a red tinge. And they're getting a lot of light out here too, but not direct sun. So what will happen is, in the morning, I run a little dribble. That's all. It's not a soaking. It's just a treat. And they've got all day to dry out, mostly. But the humidity is more than anything that is coming from that. And I've got them sitting over pots of water, and their aerial roots are happy, and they're happy. So I wanted to show you that. Okay. And all of them, whoops, all of them are getting, this one here, as you can see, has a new leaf coming. Even though, and I know, if I went on the internet and clicked Phalaenopsis orchids, everything that came up I probably read, because that's how much reading. And I know they say like 90 would be topping it, and better to stay at 70 or 80. But out here, and I say they really like the change. It's a holiday for them. It's it's drier. My humidity isn't perfect. I have it going sometimes. You know, if it's a darker day or whatever, I get 40 or 50. But even if it's lower, I haven't even been putting my cloths over them because they're in there and it's awkward. But I do come and just mist the whole area so that there's lots of mist. And they're healthy. I've seen that, no problem. And I just didn't want to leave anybody kind of in the lurch. Here are the triplets. And do you remember when my husband did the sewer pot and the Monet painting? This is so cute. And this is a new leaf. There's a new leaf coming here, and there's another new leaf there. So, yes, they're happy. Yes, they're in full bark. Some of this has, like when I was using my bought orchid mix, I picked all the fine stuff out you'll see on my video, and then I sprinkle it in between the layers. So yes, there's some charcoal in here and some different things, but it's mostly bark, and if I water, it runs right through. Now, if you're used to moss, and you'll find moss holds water a lot longer, so you don't want to be watering that often. But with the bark, I wouldn't be afraid at this time of the year, and if it's your first time, this is how I'm getting through the summer. I could take them in the house. I have room, but I really think this is the better situation. And then come October, they'll get the cooler nights, and our nights do cool off here, but not cold. And they'll get the cooler nights, and they'll be ready to come in and have flowers for Christmas, and it'll be just like being in Hawaii. So, everything's getting new leaves. And the dendrobiums, they came in a tiny little pot. I got them early spring because the shipper that I use, Forest Grove, they don't send until the mailbox isn't freezing anymore, so I had to wait. And then they came in a tiny little pot, and I know they say, you know, to not repot them too soon, but I have these plastic deli containers, peanut butters was in these, and I've never had dendrobiums before, but every second day I give the dendrobiums, I just take them in my bathroom, which is right here, and run the water through them, and they're doing quite well. They seem happy. There's lots of roots gone. I haven't got a clue. Anybody that wants to give me some tips, I'd be glad to get them. But it's my first time with dendrobium. Hoping I get some flowers. And I do have two cymbidiums outside that I got at a garage sale 2 or 3 years ago. Never done anything with them. They've been in and out of the greenhouse. I have them also just outside this window, which is the east side, and they're in a real sheltered corner, and I water them every morning. They look fine, so we will see about that. So we got lots of things on the go. And my bark mulch has some, my bark mulch where I put them on with copper wire. I have buds. I'm so excited, and I'm waiting for them to come, and I'll be sure to show you when they come into blossom. I'm quite excited. Plus the 2 lampshades that I got, I repotted one, and I'll be back with you when I repot the other one and show you some other things. And it's doing well. The large white Phalaenopsis that I put in the road cone, I am loving that. In fact, I'm on the hunt for what I need to make another one, but I want it to be really nice, so it might take me a while to find the projects to balance off my table. I'm a Gemini. I think I like things in 2s. I don't know. I'm a bit crazy. If you've seen the project I'm working on now, I would confirm that, yes, I'm crazy, but I'm sure you'll hear about that one. But anyway, so I think we have one air conditioner in the kitchen window, and it blew a little bit on. I lost one flower on the white one. The other ones have not dropped any flowers, and I'm giving them a real small dribble because our house gets hot. Like, we open all the windows at night and let the air blow through, and we go hide out in the patio for a while. But usually in the evenings here, we're quite lucky. It does cool down. So they are also getting a dribble sometimes every morning or every other morning. More so, these are get a little bit bigger dribbles. So I don't want anybody that's just started putting out and they're worried about the heat and they're worried about the humidity and everything being perfect. They are tough, and this is not perfect situation. I was just going to show you what the humidity thing does say. It says 35, and this is 90-something. It's 94 degrees Fahrenheit. So I think this could be a little off. It could be 40, but it's no more than 40% humidity. But they are in their own little environment, and I keep the misters going all the time. By afternoon, I turn them on, and sometimes so much humidity goes up. There's one there. I add some water. So I wish I could give you some iced tea and we could talk a little longer, but I just want to make sure nobody's left high and dry as to what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and because it's scary. And I think a big problem a lot of people worry about is if they're giving enough water, or especially after changing from a different media to another different media. You know, am I watering enough? Am I not? You know, if you really want to know how your watering is going, maybe 6 months after you potted a plant, and it's been having what you do normally, and it looks healthy and everything, but just unpot it. I mean, you can learn a lot from that. You put it back in the same pot with the same media, but when you look at it, you can look at the roots. You can say, whoa, are they slimy, or are they feeling moist? Are they green? Oh, maybe I've been watering too much or not enough. Or if they're really dry and shriveled, you'll know you're not watering enough. And this is a good media once you get used to what is the perfect watering situation for you. And that's one way of finding out. It's a bit trial and error until you do. But bark is such a quick repot, and it's really easy to do. And once you're used to it, they're really not much work other than, you know, it is hot and I need water all the time too. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I love talking to everybody. And I can answer maybe any questions you might have on the next video. And thank you very much for all the subscribers and all the comments. I love the comments. I love talking to everybody. So keep up the good work, and I'll try to. That's it for now.